I know a lot of you now have these great little Pixems, but it seems a little confusing to set them up. So I've written down directions, and I'm happy to text or email those to you all. But I thought I'd do a quick little video today and see if that is a little bit more helpful, so you can kind of follow step by step. So of course, I'm going to show you how to set it up, but we're going to kind of assume that everything is charged. You want to make sure your robot, your 3 beacons, so I have number 3 beacon here, it's labeled 3. You want to make sure all 3 of those are charged.
There's a 1 and a 2 too.
Yeah, and you have to make sure that your watch is also charged. Okay, so you'll plug them all in. This just sits on its little disc to charge. When the red lights go off, they're charged. I do not find that they hold the charge forever, so if you charged it last week and you're going to use it today, you might want to recharge it. And then I would also say, this is just for the Pixem. I don't really know how to use the Pixeo, which works with a camera, a camcorder, instead of with a phone or an iPad. So I have my own tripod set up here. Everyone's tripod's different. To make my robot work with this particular tripod, I had to get this little black disc that goes on the bottom, little square thing. I guess it's not a disc. And so I'm just going to go ahead and hook this up. So I just slide mine in and press it down. I'm sure everybody's work a little differently.
Maybe yours twists or...
Right. So to make it compatible with my phone, because I'm going to use it with an iPhone, you can also use it with an iPad. You add this little gizmo to the top of your robot. So if you're using the iPad, obviously use the bigger side. If you're using your phone, use the smaller side. And you twist it on, and you just want whichever side you need to face you. Okay, so it's all set up for my phone.
Facing the arena.
Yes. So then I'm going to just put my phone in here, like that. And then you don't need anything, you don't need to do anything with it right at the moment. Next step is beacons. Now you don't want to watch me set up all the beacons, so I just kept number 3. But here's the important thing about the beacons. Number 1 has to go across from the robot. So I put it in this arena on the letter C. You could put it, on a flower box. You could put it on a jump. You could put it on the knee board or something in the arena. Number 2 has to go to the left. So I put it on letter E in this arena. And they all face in towards the arena. So number 1 is going to essentially face your robot. 2 and 3 will face each other going across the arena. So I have number 3 with me, and I'm just going to turn it on now, and then I'm going to put it on the letter B, so you don't have to watch me do the whole thing. So I'm turning it on, and the green light is steady.
And you have to press and hold for us. Seconds.
It's a couple second hold. It's not forever.
It's not like food.
Yeah. So okay, now I'm going to put this on B. Kate's just going to stand here and kind of watch me do this, and then I'll come back and finish the setup. Okay, so the robots are up, or the beacons are up. It's, again, important that number 1 is directly across from the robot. It faces the robot. 2 and 3 face each other across the middle of the arena.
E and B.
In my arena, that's E and B. And if anything gets messed up, it will not track you. The device won't be able to track you. So it's important to have that together. Now I'm going to come back here, and I'm going to turn my phone on. And I'm going to open this Move and See app right here. Now sometimes it will, let me turn it off because I've turned it on already today. So let me make sure that it's not partially open so you can see what happens. I'm going to hit Move and See, and it opens like this. You're going to choose Film with Pixem Robot. Tap that and you give it a second and it'll think about its life. Okay, now the first thing here is I'm going to zoom all the way in. There's a manual zoom at the top. Take your finger, slide it all the way over to the right. Now, of course, you can't see perfectly, but what I want to do is center it more or less on C. So I want the middle to show C, and I want to have a little bit of the footing. I want to have a little bit above. If you put it obviously too low, you have too much footing, it's going to cut your head off. If you have it too high, you'll see kind of a floating head and the horse's legs will be cut off. You can see this message saying the Pixem robot is not detected because I haven't turned it on yet. When you don't turn it on yet, then this light comes on up here in the standby. There's a line, a slash through standby, or the little robot picture next to the standby. It means it hasn't detected the robot yet. So here I'm going to turn the robot on. So I just press on that. This green light flashes. Usually now the little blue light will come on and flash. That's sending out a Bluetooth signal. And then it should pick it up here. Now if you look up here, you can see that now there's no line through the little robot. So now it's all ready to go. Now last thing, you're gonna put your watch on. So you put your watch on before you go into your arena, but don't actually turn it on because you need to be inside the box created by this whole setup before you turn it on, or else it gets
Maybe the
really
camera
confused.
and all 3 beacons.
Right, so be inside of the little box created there. So here I put my watch on. So I'm gonna walk out in the arena, but Kate is gonna film what shows up on my screen. So once I'm in the arena, now I'm in that box, I'm gonna turn it